My name's Dee and welcome to Untitled Tarot. Now, this is a general reading for the star sign in the title below for Mars ingress stroke transit Pisces. Depends what time I get them uploaded, because Mars enters into Pisces today. Now, according to the astrologers, Mars is not particularly all that happy in Pisces, and this is occurring at the same time as Jupiter and Saturn are both turning retrograde this week, and to have that happen for the two of them so close together is a rare event. We've got the Venus square Neptune aspect, which is lasting for at least much of the summer. So there is a lot of energies, challenging energies, and very deep energies, you know, that really enabling you to work into your dreams, look into your own inner sense of right and wrong, and am I in the right place in the universe, and if not, what am I going to do about it? There are oodles of videos on YouTube about the effects of Mars ingress Pisces, so yeah, go and watch one of them if you want to get clued up about it. In the meantime, this is a general reading rules apply. It's an oracle card based reading, but you can, I suppose, ask a question beforehand. Now, there is the same intro on all 12 signs. There'll be a timestamp down below, so you can skip past all of this waffle once you've watched it once, I hope. And do watch more than one. You want to watch your sun sign, your rising sign, your moon sign, and quite possibly, with this sort of reading, your Mars placement out of your birth chart as well. If you don't know what your chart placements are, there's a link down below to get yourself a birth chart. While I'm talking about the links down below, there's also a link to the Facebook group where I post such astrology videos for you to watch, you know, as well as obviously all of these readings. And you can contact me directly through there. It does have an inbox. There's other contact details down there as well, Twitter, Tumblr. Yeah, I think that's it, other than the ask a question. And we're looking at what energies you will get to play with, what topics you will get to look at during the Mars transit of Pisces, which, if I remember correctly, have just suddenly occurred to me, Mars is going retrograde in Pisces, so it's going to be there extra long. This could be a good thing, this could be a bad thing. Given what's been going on so far, it's likely to be a challenging thing, but hopefully in a good way. Okay, let me bring up the cards. Okay, Sagittarius, and welcome Sagittarius rising and moon after the timestamp if you've just joined us. Now, the dominant energy for your reading here is the world. The world clarified by the Two of Roses, winged messengers, and Six of Wands, victory. So there is victory for you to be had, and I believe there is victory for you to be had with something that is around you already. That is what the world card is saying to me, that there is something that is around you already that is offering you a whole new victory, but you have to change something. And I think what you are having to change is your approach. There is an element of do something different. Whatever it is, do something different. We have dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Now, this is straight under the Divine Physician. Now, the Divine Physician is out of Celtic origin, that one. But he is giving a healing light, donating his healing light to all those who would receive it, really. And it can indicate a time of great healing for yourself, or the fact that you are able to facilitate great healing for others. Now, I think here, both. We have, from the Numerology Oracle, card number 96, forgiveness, with Mahasya, with rectification, setting something right. Or I also want to say, setting something correct. So that rectification seems to be going on two levels. If you link it with the forgiveness, yeah, setting something right and letting something go, or assisting somebody else to let something go. Because between the forgiveness and the divine physician here, we have true love. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean a partner. If it does, it probably means an existing partner that you're not too happy with at the moment. But that can also be a familial relationship, a friendship relationship. The fact is that somehow, with the karmic trench here, this relationship has fallen into a trap where everybody is trying to defend themselves and protect what's theirs. Four of Pentacles here. But the Four of Pentacles acknowledges that this is on a stable, firm base. And that stable, firm base is true love. So let go and forgive. And you should be receiving exactly the same back. Seven of Wands, I actively hold true to my values. Now, Seven of Wands can be quite defensive, but you can hold true to your values and still be forgiving, because hopefully one of your values is forgiveness. You know, we've all got to work on that, I know. But, you know, theoretically, on paper, one of your values should be the ability to forgive. Good luck. But it's also saying, look, this is who I am. These are my values. But you are not responsible for whoever needs forgiving. You are not responsible for their behaviour. And therefore, they can only commit a sin against themselves. They can't commit a sin against you. Your reaction is, oh, well, oh, it should be, as much as I don't like the word should. That's your path, you go on it. Because there is a basis of true love underlying all of this. You know, you might not like what they have done, but you still like who they are, because that love is there. Also, if this is a matter of forgiving yourself, like I say, this can be a healing opportunity for you, then just by working towards that forgiveness, you will be surprised. We've got Six of Forces, the waterfall. You will be get my teeth in. Surprised by just the amount of emotional release and the amount of self-exploration that comes out from that point of I will forgive. Now, with the Divine Physician and this Seven of Wands, if it's aimed at somebody else, then you're still going to find that emotional waterfall of that release. I mean, you can hold true to your values, Hierophant here, as well as this Seven of Wands, and still create this healing through forgiveness, because they're your values. Nobody else has to hold your values. You know, you would like them to, but you are not responsible for when they counteract or contradict your values. And to a certain extent, it's sort of none of your business, because your business is making sure that you feel okay with what you have done. And the rest is just window dressing. Through this emotional release of the forgiveness, whichever way, whether it's to yourself, and there could easily be a lot of to yourself here, or if it's to another person, going by your star sign, it may more likely be towards yourself, but you know, we'll see. Or you'll see anyway, because I won't unless you comment down below. So hey, there's a hint, comment down below. But you will be able to see the way to move forward. This emotional waterfall, let's call it waterfall, it says the card is the waterfall, puts you to the King of Wands. Perfect manifestation as and when required. And the other thing with this, certainly with this particular King of Wands, as and when required also means not that often. Only when required. Because why waste the energy? Why disrupt things by manifesting stuff that ain't useful. You don't need it. So if you don't need it, why bother manifesting it? You're only going to trip up over it later. It enables you, it gives you that fire energy of the King of Wands to progress forward with, well, I don't know what with, but to progress forward. But to progress forward from this point of forgiveness, either to yourself or to another. And thinking about it, to both. Because even if you are forgiving another person, you then have to, logically, I would say, forgive yourself for not doing it sooner. And that's okay that you didn't do it sooner, because you both had things to learn from the process. But now's the time to get on with it. Now's the time to get on with the forgiveness aspect. Because the world here has a lot to offer you. There's going to be news and messages coming in that you need to pay attention to, because we have winged messages clarifying the world here. And from that Seven of Wands and that staying true to your values, setting your course right along from the King of Wands, so that forward motion. But it's all right having forward motion, but you need to know where you're going. Now, you might not know the direction, but at least you need to know the destination, sorry, but at least you need to know the direction. And the direction does seem to be, could be something that you receive help with, but I'm more thinking that you are the person helping in this Six of Pentacles here. But Six of Pentacles is very much a card about manifestation, bringing something. So we've got King of Wands manifestation, Six of Pentacles proper manifestation that affects not just you but other people, but in a good way. But we also, under rectification of Mahasya, we've got the Lookout card, which does, I mean, to a certain point, it does say there might be conflict coming your way. There might be something that you need to pay attention to coming your way and keep your eyes open to it. But this is also clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. Could be a load of good luck, could be a load of bad luck. But if you're working together with someone or yourself because this forgiveness has been achieved, you will weather it absolutely fine. That's what I get. Because the other thing with this, with the Oracle of Heaven and Hell, against Mahasya, we have Marbas with unrestrained living. But I actually feel quite positive about that unrestrained living, since it's level here with this Dance with Life card. There is, maybe you do need to live rather than just survive, or rather than just carry on. It's not keep calm and carry on, it's dance and live and thrive. Which also makes me think that's why you need to be on the lookout, because there is going to be opportunities that will come to you that at first they're not necessarily going to look that way, but I think you will soon find that yes, they are that. What at first appears to be bad will be a good thing, and you achieve victory from it. So I pulled a message from the Tao Te Ching cards, which have been so apropos for these Mars readings, every single one of them. Verse 72, to keep the power in awe. When people lack a sense of awe, then disaster will descend upon them. Do not narrow the living space of the mind, i.e. hem it in with not forgiving. Do not reject the inherent character. I actively hold true to my values. Because one does not reject, one will not be rejected. I don't need to say anything for that bit, do I? Surely. That is why the sage knows himself, but does not flaunt himself. He loves himself, but does not value himself. Therefore, he discards one and takes the other. Now, that's an interesting, I mean, I think that's a language thing as well, but he loves himself, but does not value himself. if you love yourself in our way of thinking, yes, you automatically value yourself, but you're not valuing yourself over and above anybody else. What was it? Some phrase that I picked up off an astrology video that I used in, I think it was the monthlies, to know that the sun is no greater than you and a mosquito no lesser. And that is the not valuing, i.e. attributing equal value to everything and everyone. And that's what this forgiveness thing seems to be really strongly saying. Attribute equal value, but work on the forgiveness for others, work on the forgiveness for yourself. I think it's pretty much the same sort of process that's going on. Okay, so Sagittarius, if this means anything to you, please do comment down below. Like I said, click the like and subscribe buttons while you're passing, because I'm a young channel, it does help. But I would be genuinely interested to hear if this resonates, how it resonates. Okay, good luck, have fun, work hard, and you will be fine and free. Cheers.